Welcome back, people, to Let's Play Tyranny. I've made some adjustments to the microphone. If you heard any distorted voices from me during the last episode, that was it was caused by me adjusting the latency on my mic. So I increased the buffer size, so that should not happen anymore. It will mean that my voice is a bit more delayed, but it's not much. It's like 1.5 millisecond or something, so it's not that bad. Alright, the stone throne is cracked with a solid layer caked with a solid layer of dust. No one has sat upon it for quite some time. The intricacies of this architecture suggest a master craftsman.
Can't do that.
Suggest a master of craftsmanship that is far beyond what one would expect from a normal tiersman. Ooh, hidden treasure. Trickster tooth. What is this? Is this a one-handed and throwing weapon? This blade of a carved bone holds an edge that seems to cut the very air with each swipe, reducing the time between each forward thrust. Is this something we can give to Lantry? Maybe. All that remains of the plates and goblets are molded bits of bread and dingy water. A decent meal hasn't been in this room for a long time. Alright, let's see if we can find any more hidden shit. No? Nothing behind the throne? No? Okay. Cool. Let's head back out to the place. What's over here? There might be. Oh yeah, now we can explore this place fully. So there may be some more loots for us to grab. Here's something.
Is that all? I've got this.
Research dagger plans. These partial plans describe the process for crafting a powerful weapon, but more research is needed to fill the gaps in the plan. This research can be made with the Spire library upgrade and proper materials. Okay, cool. These small barracks are, let's see here, nowhere near large enough to keep the Vendrian Guard comfortable and well rested. Sleeping occurs in short shifts with soldiers rotating in and out of beds. That sounds really miserable, in fact. Bloodstains litter the training grounds. The Vendrian Guard trainees spar in this area, perfecting their martial craft. So that's it for the places we have yet to discover. Ah, there's something over there. What could it be? Locked iron gauntlet. This old book is fragile and hard to read, but there are some legible plans in it for locked iron gauntlets. This item can be crafted with access to a Spire forge upgrade and proper materials. Yeah, Spire Forge plan available. Cool. Cool. There's something over here. A bronze dagger. Alright.
Can't do that.
Following Kairos' conquest, food has become less plentiful in the tiers. The Vendrian Guard must make do with very little. Yeah, well, if they spent more time farming and less time fighting back, maybe they wouldn't go hungry.
Sorry, I can't.
Let's hear. Bronze Brazers, heavy armor. Oh, good. Let's give that to Roland. Plus armor. Plus Pierce and Frost armor as well. That's a solid upgrade right there. There's also something. Camping supplies and some healing potions. The camping supplies we can leave Don't really need that. Let's see. There's something over here as well. A bronze tower shield. Lots of parry. Not much else. Let's have a look at, this. Is it better than, sure. It's a little better than the disfavored shield, so we'll give that to Barrack. But we'll have him use this axe. If we can. Oh. I wonder why he did that. As long as he doesn't hit me, it's actually fine.
Can't do that.
Anything hidden
Can't do that.
around here, maybe? Treasures. Ooh, here's something. 2 iron ingots. Awesome. Oh.
Found something.
This damage dates back to Kyrus' initial conquest of the Tears.
Sorry, I can't.
That is one of the few blemishes remaining. Hold on. That is one of the few blemishes remaining, is a testament to the Vendrian Guard's reconstruction efforts. Okay. Let's give that to you. Give these to Lantry. Those supplies can stay where they are. Oh yeah, look at that. Our banner now hangs from the walls there. That's pretty badass. That's right. I wonder why that would be the case. You know, like, why do we need a banner? Turns out it's actually quite awesome that we have a banner. Potion of Insight. I think we already got one of those on Roland's person. So we'll put it there to stack it up. Here's also something. A bronze war mace. Cairn's Leaf. And drowsy drop. So we can put people to sleep by critically hitting them. Okay. That sounds fun. Whew, I'm so tired. I must have gotten critically hit. Let's see, we got a fish. That's it. Okay. Cool. Let's head on out then. We need to go to the bastard city and speak with Tunon about what has transpired. Oh, right. Ooh, okay. Can I zoom? No. Here's the Blade Grave. Haven. Right, we can go to Sunset Spire. That's the bastard city, so we want to go there. It's the Stone Sea. Cacophony. And this is the water. Alright, cool. Oh look, there's Tunon. And a bunch of skulls. That guy's serious business. This is the Voices of Nerat. And we got Graven Ash over there. That's cool. Nice touch. We'll head to the bastard city and into Tunon's court. It will take us 2 days, 7 hours, and 13 minutes. Although not in real time. Okay, encounter in Vendrian's Well. An abrupt storm drives you into shelter of a public house built under a colossal stone overhang. Travelers from across the tiers share the space with you, warily eyeing one another in near silence until the thin stew and thinner ale loosens the lips of the gathered. A wiry woman with midnight skin sets a large gourd on a stone near the back of the cave. She challenges you to a game of daggers in which players compete to throw identical knives at a target. The person who hits the nearest center in 3 tries wins. Okay. The purse, she states, will be 20 copper rings. It's just a companion play. We could try to cheat or attempt athletics, play fairly. Well, we'll play fairly. We're fairly good when it comes to athletics. You stand and approach the woman, setting down your own twine-bound rings in challenge. Okay. The woman grins, turns, and unfurls her first knife, beginning the game. It seems she seems quite competent with a hurled blade, but you sink 2 daggers closer to the center of the gourd than her closest. Impressed, she offers you your winnings and said purchases your next drink. Oh, thank you. Which we gain some. Oh, joyful. Boons. All right, cool. And we got Imperial copper rings. Nice. That's fun. Not that it matters much. 20 rings is nothing. That's nothing, man. Can't even buy food with that much. But I did get some experience. So that's good. So here we are in Tunan's court. We'll speak to the people after we speak with Tunan himself. There he is, hovering.
You call yourselves officers of Kairos' army, but your conduct falls short of my expectations. The court finds your accounts of Vendrian's well lacking, rife with misdirection and fallacy, fouled with baseless accusation.
Look, he's all smoky. The shadows beneath Tunan's cloak darken and flare around him. Murmurs of unease erupt in the court. I think we know, I think Roland knows enough that he probably should not interrupt Tunan. That guy is some serious, that guy's a serious dude. Well, listen, this is Albetronus, okay? Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my vision conflicts with his. Oh, it's a she. Your Honor, I have relayed the events as I experienced them. You can well imagine why my version conflicts with his. She makes a dismissive gesture to the Scarlet Chorus representative. On my honor, and on that of the great general, I would sooner snap my sword than perjure myself before you, Archon. Okay. Blood mulch. I'm gonna assume that's a man. Oh, so you imply that falsehood comes easier to my lips than yours. You're a fool if you believe the Archon of Justice won't see through your lies just because the disfavored think themselves better than an honest gang.
Silence. The contradictions in your statements will be examined, and falsities threshed from truths. If we find you have perjured yourselves, Blood and Mark will see to your fate.
Okay, let's see what Blood and Mark is. Blood and Mark is Kairos' knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to Tunan the Adjudicator, serving his capacity as the final word to those who hold Kairos' law in contempt. Few know the origin of the Archon of Shadows, or how Kairos maintains a hold on him. Those who anger the Archon will never live long past sunset. Okay. Let's see, the Archon turns, and you feel his gaze upon you.
Fatebinder, we will start with the matter of the Archons. Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat have declared war upon each other. In addition to violating Kairos' peace, they have thrown the conquest of the Tears into disarray. By all accounts, these hostilities began shortly after your arrival. Tell us what transpired.
Well, see, the Archons have been of different minds since the start of this war.
Your perspective is appreciated, but the dispositions of the two Archons are already a matter of record. Loyal subjects of Kairos have drawn blood from each other, a cardinal crime. Something happened at Vendrian's Well to trigger this feud.
Well, the Archons could not agree on who should lead the siege and descended into accusation of treachery. It seemed a mutual spat. The disfavored were more deserving of the honor. Our tactics and training outmatched the Vendrian's guard at every turn. What balderdash! The disfavored couldn't tip over a straw hut if they had a week to strategize. Our howling mob was better equipped to overwhelm the Vendrian guard. Our recruits were ready to throw themselves at the enemy. If only Ash and his legion would agree to a plan.
The Fatebinder presents testimony. I warn you both against speaking out of turn. Something more than a mere disagreement unraveled this campaign. But I will return to that in time. Let us speak of Ascension Hall. The disfavored sing your praises across the realm, though the Scarlet Chorus appeal for charges of treason. Perhaps you can offer a more enlightened account.
I claimed the Citadel with a small unit of disfavored.
An efficient solution, the type I would expect from a capable agent. Tell me though, with the edict looming overhead and death the price of failure, why not employ the numerical advantage of the Scarlet Chorus?
I suspected treachery. Let's see here. The voices of Numenera provoked Ash at every turn. I suspected treachery. Well, I know I didn't really, but he proved himself a traitor nonetheless. The siege called for tactics and planning, not raw numbers. I think that's what I'll call. For a long while, the adjudicator hovers in silence, shadows trailing from below his roots.
I will consider this testimony at length. The court thanks you for it. Is there anything you wish to add at this time?
I've told you all I know.
Your testimony is accepted by the court. The statements of our guests raise questions in my mind. There is much about this campaign that has caused me to wonder. A shipment of iron weapons was short on arrival. Where coveted iron is concerned, I don't believe it to be a clerical error. One of my agents recovered this seal in Echo Call. It belongs to a merchant collective. Lethian's Crossing is teeming with their kind. If you would root out treachery, I would advise starting there.
Okay.
Petitioners, leave us. I would have a private audience with the Fatebinder. Ascend and join me. You will find the way opened.
Cool. Here's some other Fatebinders as well. We'll be sure to talk with everybody, but let's first talk with Tunon. I'd rather not keep him waiting. So we'll move up here.
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
Tunon regards you in thoughtful silence. I agree, Your Honor.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus.
Okay.
Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the tiers.
I will make this my mission, Your Honor.
As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. The disfavored seem the logical first step in your inquiry. The Legion holds you in some esteem. Engraven Ash has shown deference to the court in times past. No doubt the disfavored will be rife with accusations and evidence against the voices of Nerat. Graven Ash is a noble man, but never underestimate his capacity for deception. A wise general succeeds by knowing when to be unreadable to the enemy. You should, of course, speak with the Scarlet Chorus and gather their testimony, but it stands to reason that most in the chorus would sooner brag about a pauldron fashioned from your skull than entertain your questions. Do not regret killing the rabble that impede your investigation. They will be easily replaced.
Guilty, I'd imagine his soldiers would lie for him. Well, I would, actually. I'll speak with the Archon of War, though.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. Though the disfavored were triumphant in the Blade Grave, I understand that their troubles within the region are unfinished. Talk to the disfavored commanders serving in the Blade Grave. Perhaps they can shine some light on the origins of this feud. There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
Though it is impossible to gauge from his expression, Tunon seems more wary than usual. What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire. Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
Tunon hovers in observance, awaiting response. I am in a privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds. Maybe, but I was only doing my job, Your Honor.
Your sense of obligation to your role is admirable, but modesty will not recommend you to the task ahead. Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential.
Okay.
You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title. Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Okay, understood. I will be known as a champion of justice. Kairos' justice, that is.
Good. It falls to us to set a new standard for these southern barbarians.
Yes.
You are dismissed.
Whoa.
Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tiers in Kairos' name.
Tunon raps his gavel against the floor, the singular note resounding throughout the hall. Level up! Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. I can still upgrade my resolve. My resolve is +2, so it's now at 19. So we are maxed, quote unquote, on both might and resolve. Very nice. Save those changes. As for power, head strike, massive blow. I don't know. 30% when it's maxed. I now have 7. I could go for 6 there. Two-handed mastery, 2. I think this is what we'll do. 7, 8, and then I need one more. Which would probably be Mighty or Blitz. Perhaps Blitz. I'll take this. And then we'll get Skullcracker. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome move. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Let's see here. You know what? It's gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, but I think I'm gonna take a break here. Not only do I have a biological concern that needs taken care of, I also imagine that we'll spend the most part of next episode just talking with all the NPCs inside Tunan's court. So yeah, thank you for watching another episode of Tyranny. I hope to see you guys next time, where we hopefully glean some more understanding of the world and its inhabitants. See you then.